Alright, so Sea Fairy Cookie is not completely dead, guys. She still can be very good inside of the arena, but yes, I will have to say she's not generally used anymore because of the fact that they're just a little bit better cookies right now, like Espresso and things like that. But I will have to say, you know, if you get a Sea Fairy, it is easier to invest in Sea Fairy right now than investing in Espresso because first, you need Espresso to have a magic candy in order for him to become super meta. Alright? So, for the general public, alright, I would still say Sea Fairy is a very, very, very good cookie to use inside of your team. Because, let's go over her skill real quick, in case people forgot. It's very simple. She's gonna stun and damage 5 of the closest enemies. Alright, and she's gonna stun them for 3 seconds, okay? And she's also dealing a massive amount of damage. Her stats, alright, her stats is really still stinking high without having a magic candy. If a magic candy ever comes out for her, she's absolutely going to be broken, okay? But she still is going to be very strong. Espresso stun, okay? If you guys look at Espresso stun with the magic candy, stun for 1.25 seconds. It's not even half of what Sea Fairy is, okay? So keep in mind that Sea Fairy is still very strong, okay? She's still very good. And especially for the general public, if you guys ever get Sea Fairy, going to be one of the best cookies you guys can invest in early on to carry you throughout the arena as well as the world aspiration. But inside of the master rank and you know, high level arena, I'll have to say she has to be used situationally compared to someone like Wildberry, Vampire, and things like that. Okay, so here we go. Let me show you guys the team. So this is very similar to how it was with the Caramel Arrow kind of speed comp. But this time around, we are utilizing Sea Fairy plus Espresso to do a massive amount of nuke that is going to kind of just get rid of all the enemy cookies. All right, so Financier, first of all, is going to be 5 Swift Chocolate. Going to need that 17.3% cooldown in order to have that 3-second start. Okay, and the next one is going to be Caramel Arrow with the 5 Solid Almond. Kind of needs to be tanky in order to take the vampire damage because she is going to be the rearmost enemy majority of the time when using her skill. Make sure to have good attack speed in order to get the enchanted robe buff. Next one is going to be Sea Fairy, 4 Searing Raspberry, 1 of the Swift Chocolate in order to get this 11.8% cooldown. This is in order for her skill to work in sync with the team. Alright, so this is going to be the 4-second start Sea Fairy. Right, so you need to have that, focusing on damage resist as well, and then attack and crit is going to also help. And the next one is going to be Espresso, 5 of the Solid Almond. The reason why you're putting 5 Solid Almond on Espresso is because you need Financier's shield, alright, to be on Sea Fairy instead. If you put 5 Searing Raspberry on Espresso, he is actually going to out a stat, or he's going to have the highest attack inside of the team because of the magic candy. Alright, so make sure to have 5 of this Solid Almond in order for Espresso to survive as well, because he's not getting the bonus damage resist from Financier. Okay, and the next one is going to be Cream Unicorn, 5 of the Solid Almond as well, just to have that extra tank. Having extra cooldown is also going to help. So the treasures are going to be the same as before. Enchanted Robe, Scroll, as well as a Jelly Watch. So now let me go into the arena and see how well we do against some of the teams. Alright, so according to ND Runner, who kind of shared this on YouTube, he recommends that this team to be used against a 2-1-2 comps. So something like this, where you see 2 front, 1 middle, and 2 of the rear. So this is the kind of team you want to verse with this team. So here we go. Let's see how well we do, and we'll just have to see. Here we go. And they are using the Espresso Vampire comp here. So you can see the skill order is going to be very nice. It's going to be Financier, and then Caramel Arrow, Sea Fairy, Espresso, and then Cream Unicorn. And right there, right as you know, the shield comes on and gives the all the buff, Sea Fairy is also able to use her skill right there. So I mean, it's not going to be 100% win all the time. Like this one, you know, I kind of got blown up by the Espresso. The Espresso survived, which is a problem. So like I said, it's not going to be 100% of the time, but you know, it's recommended to be used on against kind of this team. Lost it there, but Caramel Arrow doing more damage here. That Espresso just absolutely shredding. Another thing was that previous team had the feather. All right, so that was another reason why it kind of got owned right? So we'll have to see how well we do against this team who's going to be using the monocle here. So let's go. See how well we do here. It's the same exact team, but this time around they're using the monocle instead. Okay, so let's see how this turns out this time around. Okay, skill order is really good right now. 1 minute mark. Espresso, Sea Fairy. Okay, Espresso is gone on the enemy team. So yeah, I mean, you can see that when the feather was there, Espresso will come back and then just nuke our team once again. But when there is no feather, okay, you can see that the whole battle is flipped upside down, right? Completely turned. So all of my cookies are alive. Espresso did do damage, but because of the fact that there was no feather to revive Espresso, there was no extra damage to kill off our Sea Fairy and Espresso. Alright guys, so we have another one here. Double tank, the 2-1-2 again, but this time they also have the monocle, so probably going to be just very similar to how it's going to work from the last battle. So here we go. And they also are using the Vampire Espresso comp with the Cream Unicorn now. So, you know, the skill order of this team is very nice. It flows very nicely. Financier, Sea Fairy, Espresso. That's 3-second stun. On top of that, while, you know, that 3-second stun is going on, we also have the Espresso's 1.25-second stun. So we're able to really utilize the nuke that they're able to deal to the enemy team. So right there, just look at that. Sea Fairy still staying alive, healthy. Financier's shield is really, really good in keeping your tank or your DPS alive, not your tank. Caramel Arrow is still going to do the massive amount of damage, but right there, Sea Fairy and Espresso still, you know, kind of supporting the team as well with the AoE damage, area damage. So there we go. All right, here we go. Another one here. We have Wallberry missing, as well as Vampire Cream Unicorn. You can see the monocle again. I would say, if you see a monocle and a 2-1-2, this comp is going to be good. If you see a feather here, though, I would say don't really verse it. You saw the result in the first battle, so here we go. All right, so they're also using the Financier Wallberry Espresso combo. Very standard right now, I would say, this combo here, or this team comp. Especially if you have the magic candies leveled up for both your Vampire and Espresso. You know, this is going to be a very standard comp if you guys are looking forward to it. As well as if you guys are using it for your world exploration as well, it is going to be a very strong combo as well. Alright, so here we go. Kind of, you know, at that 1 minute mark, you know, with the 100% boost on your attack, Sea Fairy and Espresso's damage, it dramatically increases. So being able to nuke them right at that moment is like really good. Alright guys, so we have a different comp here. It's going to be the Wallberry as well as Caramel Arrow this time around. So let's see if this team actually can work against a speed comp as well. If not, we'll have to see. So they're using the Caramel Arrow Wallberry Sorbet here and a perfect Cream Unicorn. That's a very interesting team. I want to see how this turns out. They are not using Feather. They're using the Enchanted Rogue just like I am. So here we go. Our main goal here is to kill off that Sorbet, but I don't know if we're going to be able to do it. Yeah, we're not able to do that. So you can see, right, the dramatic change in the pace of your battle when you're versing some other team than that Espresso Vampire combo that you guys are able to see. And then also another team that you guys can use this team against is the Clotted Cream team. So if you guys are looking at a Clotted Cream team, then definitely something that you can verse. But you can see that, you know, the focus heal of Parfait as well as Cream Unicorn on Sorbet, and Sorbet not dying kind of just gets rid of your front line, you know, leaving your team vulnerable to all of the other damage. Alright guys, so this one's a bit different here. We have the double tank and one in the middle, as well as the Vampire and Cream Unicorn. But this time around, instead of the monocle or the feather, they have the insignia. So let's go into the battle here and see how it works out against an insignia team. Here we go. So they are using that Espresso combo, except they have the Caramel Arrow as well. Right, so no Wallberry on the other team. Very interesting here. They did not have the Enchanted Robe, so Our Caramel Arrow is gonna be like attacking so much faster than that Caramel Arrow over there on the other team. Ooh, our Cream Unicorn died right there, but should be okay. Hopefully our Espresso or Sea Fairy are able to use skill one more time. There we go. They were able to. Vampire came back alive right there. Proc the insignia one more time, but we're good. We're good. I would say maybe the battle would have been a little bit more interesting if it was a Wildberry or, you know, somebody else instead of Caramel Arrow. But there you guys go. They were using that Caramel Arrow to counter the enemy vampire, but I didn't have a vampire, right? So right there, Caramel Arrow just doing so much damage. Espresso survived longer than Sea Fairy this time around. Here's another one here. They're using the monocle here. Caramel Arrow, Financier, missing and missing. So here we go. Let's see how well we do against this comp. Here we go. Espresso, same comp here that we versed just previously. Except now, instead of the insignia, they're using the monocle, which is going to provide them with a bit more of the burst heal. Right? So, let's see here. Oh, our Sea Fairy died. Cream Unicorn came in with the clutch heal right there. But I think we're going to win this one as well. Alright. Here we go. Boom. Popped. There we go. Espresso, Sea Fairy, Caramel Arrow. They did, you know, do a lot of damage. But, you know, our team was still able to survive. I mean, I have to say this burst right here is just so strong against these like middle here, especially if Espresso is not able to come back to deal more damage with the feather. This is a very good team to use right now. Alright guys, so Sea Fairy is not completely dead, or I would say Sea Fairy is completely out of the meta. Of course, inside of the higher ranks, you know, like the Master 2, 1, as well as Grandmasters, and majority of the server, yes, the meta is going to be more towards the, you know, epic cookies right now, especially with the magic candy. But situationally, you know, Sea Fairy can be great in versing something like that 2-1-2 comp without a feather, I would say, when they use Vampire as well as Espresso or Clotted Cream. So definitely recommend you guys to try it out if you guys have the, you know, toppings to do so, and you guys are still looking for a Sea Fairy comp. If you guys don't have other cookies leveled up. But of course, if you guys are inside of the other tiers like Crystal, you know, Diamond, and low Masters, I would still say Sea Fairy is a very, very good cookie to use. Like, you know, in those ranks, you should definitely be focusing your team majority on the PvE aspect of things. Like the World Exploration team should be carrying on to your Arena team, and Sea Fairy is still very good inside of the World Exploration. So that's what I would say. If you guys are wondering about Frost Queen, I would say if anything, Frost Queen is the one that's kind of forgotten and kind of not good anymore. Alright, but Sea Fairy on the other hand would still be a very strong cookie to use inside of the arena. Alright guys, I hope you guys found the video helpful. You know, hopefully you guys can try out the team. Let me know how you guys are doing, and I'll see you guys all on the next one.